Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of Swarmio eSports. I'm your host, Rory Andrews. Coming up for you today, we have 30 minutes of top eSports news stories of the day, along with gameplay sessions and guides from the competitive world of Overwatch and Halo 5. But first, the news. Esports will soon receive the Hollywood treatment. The veteran comedy actor Will Ferrell is reportedly set to star in a new comedy focused on esports. The yet unnamed film will follow in the same comedic vein as Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, or Semi-Pro. Both films where Ferrell played a professional athlete. The Fish Out of Water storyline will most likely focus on an aging Ferrell in a world of esports dominated by professional gamers in their teens and early 20s. Most esports professionals peak in their late teens and retire by 25. Due to the eye-hand coordination and reaction time required to compete at the top competitive level. Evil Geniuses and Fnatic, two of the top leading esports teams in the world, are reported to feature in the film. There is no news about the release date. The British Industry Association for Interactive Entertainment wants to make the UK a global leader in esports. The Association for UK Interactive Entertainment recently wrote the 2016 eSports White Paper, outlining 8 recommendations for how the industry and government can work together to grow esports within the UK. In the paper, the association says that while esports has not really taken off in the country, there's a lot of potential because of the talent available. To make Britain a hub for esports, the association has a set of recommendations which include providing 5G infrastructure, offering incentives to bring in major brands and tournaments to the country, create esports-related courses, and create programs to promote esports within the country. You may have watched League of Legends tournaments on Twitch or YouTube, but there will soon be a dedicated streaming app created for the sole purpose of distributing professional-level League of Legends tournaments. Riot Games, who developed and published League of Legends, has signed a deal with Major League Baseball's streaming technology division, known as BAMTech. The deal will have BAMTech paying Riot a minimum of $300 million through 2023. BAMTech is well known for its streaming capabilities outside of the MLB, as it handles the digital streaming services for the NHL, Professional Golfers Association, and streaming apps like ESPN Watch and HBO Now. League of Legends tournaments have been known to draw thousands of attendees to live events, and as many as 43 million online viewers. Riot and BAMTech do not plan to charge for the app or viewing content, but they do intend on offering premium content. The number of esports enthusiasts in Southeast Asia is expected to double from 19.9 million to 40 million by 2019, according to a new report from marketing research firm Newzoo. The esports audience in Southeast Asia is growing by 36.1% a year, making it the fastest growing region from 2015 to 2019. Latin America is expected to grow 24.7%, while the global average sits at 19.1%. Coming up after the break, we join me, Rory Andrews, aka Space Pug, in a special competitive gameplay session of Overwatch, where I show you how to win games in the most cowardly way possible. After that, we check back in with Austin Hogan as he shows us how to get your frag on in Halo 5.
This map is the closest thing to a Roman Colosseum.
It's all about that accuracy. Yeah, that's right.
Grudge match of the century.
Oh, the clutch. Oh my god. This could be the last game of the tournament. What a savage beating of all their opponents today.
Hello, Internet people. This is Rory Andrews, aka Space Pug, for Swarmio eSports, here to tell you about the hottest commodity in gaming today, the newest esport out there, Overwatch. What I'm going to do for you today is teach you how to play Mercy. Yes, the doctor is in, the Swiss doctor. So, what is a Mercy? Well, if you've seen the commercials, she's the angel floating down from above, helping everyone. She's a Swiss doctor, and a damn good one at that. But this is a game filled with soldiers and giant monkeys and ninjas. Why would you want to play a doctor? Because she's a support hero. She helps people. So if you enjoy helping people, you're going to enjoy Mercy. Second reason you're going to enjoy playing Mercy, she wins games. Don't let anybody tell you differently. You might want to play, I don't know, a McCree, because he's a pistol-wielding cowboy. Or, I don't know, a D.Va, because she runs around in a giant robot. But if you want to win games, your team's going to need a Mercy. And if you want to be that, be that. And number 3, you want to play Mercy because you're a coward. Everybody wants to kill you, and you can't kill anybody else. But don't worry, this isn't Call of Duty. This isn't Battlefield 4. This ain't no Katie Fragfest. We're not playing Quake 2 here. It's a team game. Keeping people alive is just as important as killing others, if not more important. So, now that we're done with that, let's go into what she can do. Number 1, and most important, her Caduceus staff. It heals people with the left click, and it boosts people's damage with the right click. It helps people. You don't shoot people as Mercy, not a lot, and that's okay. Some people aren't into shooting people, and plus she's a doctor. If your doctor's shooting people, she's not a very good doctor. Number 2, her Caduceus Blaster. This is a pistol, but in a game full of blaster rifles, Tesla cannons, and samurai swords, pistols, they're not going to do much. Don't sign up for Mercy if you're into killing people. There's other people that are better than that. So, you're going to help people, and that feels good. Number 3, her Guardian Angel. She can zip around the battlefield. Now, other support heroes, say Zenyatta or Ana, they can heal people from very far away, which is good because they can keep alive. Mercy, you got to be up close and personal, which is bad because you're on everyone's number 1 priority list. They're coming for you. They want to kill you. How do you do it? You fly away. Like I said, you're a coward, but it's great because you stay alive, and that's priority 1. And her biggest and best, and the reason that she's almost in every pro comp right now, her resurrection ability. She brings people back from the dead. We're talking about a 6v6 team game. Big push comes. 4 of your teammates die. The other team, oh, they're sitting pretty. They're feeling good. Uh-oh. 4 teammates back from the dead. Where was that Mercy? Who knows? You were hiding in a closet because you're a coward. So, now we're going to go into some gameplay. We're going to watch some of that. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to tell you what's going on. Let's do it. So what we're seeing here is a Reaper flanked left. Why did he flank left? To kill me. I yelled out. I freaked out. Like I said, being a coward is your best defense as Mercy. The last thing you want to do is take your pistol out, run into the front line, and think you can get some kills. It's just not going to work out for you. As you can see here, I am barely even seeing the enemy team. They're just not around because a Mercy they can't see is a Mercy they can't kill. Just a second ago, you might have seen a red line streak across your screen. That's a Widowmaker. She's a sniper. She's up on the patio to the left there. I am not going to go around this corner. The reason they have a Widowmaker is to kill me. I'm not going to let her do that. She's going to have to run through the Reinhardt. She's going to have to run through the Reaper. She's going to have to run through that Zarya to get to me, and I'm perfectly fine with that. As you can see, the other support here, Zenyatta, me and him, we're sticking close because that's safe. And staying safe is your best bet. Here we have a Mei ult, which will freeze you to the ground. That's bad news. I avoided that. And then Reinhardt came after me.
That was an awesome
and our Zen popped his ult and protected me, which was a total clutch move. What we have here is a team that knows how to communicate. We're talking constantly, because this is at a high level of competitive play. At low levels of competitive play, you're not going to see people talking to each other. People might not even have mics, which to me is insanity. It's insanity, and it's frustrating when people aren't talking. Because, like I said, I see things that Reinhardt doesn't see. Zarya sees things that I don't see. We have Junkrat on the top there. He's got a wonderful view of the entire battlefield. And if we don't talk to each other, we don't know what's going on. I just used my res there. I got 2 people up. They were about to take the point. But here, guess what? Reaper goes all the way to the backfield, far past the point, to kill me. I already got my res off, so that's okay. I'll take it. But you see how dedicated the enemy team is to killing your Mercy. And they have to be. If you want to win, you got to not just be a Mercy, but kill the other one. Here we have Reinhardt at a whole 5 HP. He was about to fall. And right now, 2 people are on the point, as you can see up there. 4 people are on the point. We have 3 people coming in. This is a very dangerous game. Zen pops his ult. I'm boosting Zarya. I'm thinking the game is over. They're going to take that point.
Whoa, to the right, to the right.
Boom, Reaper does the exact same thing and kills me again. We get him. Reaper runs away. We take the point. We're holding the point. I'm dead. I'm fine with that. As you can see, another 30 seconds of me running back to the point. Staying alive, #1 priority. Most of the levels in Overwatch are shaped somewhat like an hourglass. There is a choke in the middle, a very important choke in the middle, where the offensive team must break through and the defensive team must protect. Never fight in front of the choke, and once they get past the choke, as you can see they are past the choke now and fighting on the point, at that point it's an even fight, and you don't want an even fight because your spawn's 30 seconds away and their spawn is 5 seconds away. But we hold it, we try to push it in front, and as you can see, I'm always in the backfield. I'm never in the front.
Good job. Oh, look at that Reaper.
And the
Oh, he's so
Reaper's
sad.
there, right by the point. He just never jumped on it.
He found
I don't
a
know
good
what he was doing in that
victory.
building. Maybe he was waiting for me. Who knows? But they didn't take that point. Now we're picking heroes now. As you can see, they're different from the first round, which you ask why? Why would we change up if it worked? Well, we're on attack now. These heroes are much more aggressive. You still have the Reinhardt that has the big shield, but you have Harambe the monkey, also known as Winston, and Pharah, who just throws missiles around. It's a very aggressive team comp. It's what you would call a dive team. 2 kinds of compositions in Overwatch. One is called the murder ball, where it's just a big clump of heroes that stay alive and kind of like barrel through and murder everybody. Which works, you know, if you're good at it. And then you have a more complicated composition called the dive comp. This dives right into the middle of the enemy team, disrupts them so they don't know what's going on, while they're busy dealing with the giant monkey, wreaking havoc with a Tesla cannon. The rest of the team goes in front and takes everyone from the back. It's a dangerous composition for a
With the
Mercy
monkey and Pharah, I am
because
not going to touch the ground.
you cannot stay in the backfield. You have to dive in with everybody else. And that's a compromised position. Much more compromised than you will see from when we were defending. So we have a Widowmaker here. I'm boosting her because what I'm hoping is this door opens up and she gets a super quick pick right off the bat. As I said, it takes them 30 seconds to get back to the point. If you kill one person, that's a 5v6. That's a 5v6, which is still possible for them, but hard. We get a 5v6 for 30 seconds. And if we get 2 picks, that's a 4v6 for 30 seconds. Now, if you're talking to each other, like I say you should be, boom, you see those 2 picks go down, and you run in. You run in, because a 4v6 is good. As you can see, a Junkrat died to my right. I have no idea how. He dropped from the sky. I couldn't do anything about that, but it's okay, because our spawn is right behind us. We're stuck at this choke now, and that isn't rare. This choke is very hard. It's about a 5-meter gap, and every single gun on the enemy team is aimed that way. We have a Pharah on the right-hand side. she's doing a flanking maneuver, but unfortunately we're dropping like flies and I don't have my res. Honestly, wouldn't use my res there anyways. It's just not worth it. I'd get a couple resurrections, but we'd just be stuck at the choke like we were before.
Okay, group up.
I'm telling people to group up right now because 3 of us are down, and if you run in with 3v6, you're not going to have a good time. The worst thing you can do in this game is what is called trickling. If everybody spawns and directly just runs right in and dies, then it's 6 people fighting one-man teams after one-man teams after one-man teams. You have to be coordinated. There's a reason Overwatch doesn't show you other people's deaths and kills. Because this isn't a game about measuring stats. This isn't a game about... It isn't Call of Duty. It isn't Battlefield. You're working as a team. I don't get many kills. I'm about to get some kills in a pretty good... Right there, I hear Bastion's ult. He's about to turn into a tank, run in and kill us all. And I ran away because I said, being a coward is your greatest defense as Mercy. So now we're taking the point. This is all we need to do.
Look at it glowing. Glowing, guys. Hello. What, you talking about me? Oh, thank you.
Coming up after the break, we join back with Austin Hogan as he shows us how to work as a team and win a Halo 5 Slayer match on The Rig.
This map is the closest thing to a Roman Coliseum.
It's all about that accuracy. Yeah, that's right.
Grudge match of the century.
Oh, the clutch. This could be the last game of the tournament. What a savage beating of all their opponents today.
Welcome back to Swarmio eSports. We will now check in with Austin Hogan as he gives us a rundown of how to work as a team in the fast-paced world of Halo 5 Team Slayer. Austin will be performing in a 4v4 match on the Halo 5 map, The Rig. Take us away, Austin!
Alright, so today we're going to be playing Slayer on The Rig, playing against a full Optic Gaming roster. Straight Sick has actually been dropped from the roster since this has been filmed. but they don't have a solid fourth yet. They've just been running games, so this is their old roster we're playing against, not the new one. At the start, I rush caster alone. Off the start, you don't really want to send more than one person for caster. You can send one Whitehall to look at camo, but you usually have a person basement window and then another person up top going through long hall or yellow corner. The caster is super important to control on this map, especially if you more so you can just deny the other team from pushing in with it. Even if you don't have use for it, which is very unlikely, but I always try to hold on to it. You can actually use the burst to nade over weapons, if even the caster, so they don't get the next one. If you actually still have ammo from the caster, when the next one's coming up, just shoot a charged caster at the caster just so they can't get it if you're still inside. So we're gonna push down low here, which we shouldn't have. We should have went up top. We would have been able to get in Whitehall. We collapsed on from outside, and they still have bunker control here. They have two people collapsing, you can see on the outlines. So he's going to go down. We're still going to have outside spawn. And that's pretty much all happened from my caster death, basically. You don't, like I said, if you're going to die with a caster, you just get rid of it, throw it off the map. Pretty much any power weapon. Because they just block off. The caster is just so useful to this map because it's all corners, halls. They have to push into you with it. They have control of that. They're going to actually overextend here, I believe. They're pushing outside very hard. They pushed out, spawned us bunker, gave us complete control just because of that one overextension. And it's only a tie game. It's not like they took a huge lead from that collapse out there. Well, you'll see that one player goes down long haul after they have outside control, and it's going to allow them to push us back out with basically just them having numbers. We have a guy go long haul because we lost control. We got naded out both ways. I die in tower, we only have one person left back, and it's going to force us to spawn outside on carbine. They have inside control just like that. So that outside collapse that they did was just them having more numbers and being confident that they can push us out and then get back control, which they did. See the caster's coming up, there's 4 people looking at caster, because they just don't want us to have it to be able to push back in. They actually get it. We had an inside spawn, luckily, because our teammate takes out the guy in tower 2. He's going to have tower control. I'm going to sit bunker, wait for the spawners. This guy's on snipe. Camo, luckily pushes me while he's one shot. He didn't know I was there. So he goes down. Camo's gone. Their whole setup where they got caster and camo was basically just completely just useless because he just walked right into us with his camo. He pushed alone. Never push alone if you have camo or overshield for that matter. If you have overshield, always work with your team because you're basically just a third player at that point. You're going to see him push for snipe here because tank is down bottom. He missed his jump. He jumps up too high in the air, puts himself in a vulnerable position. He gets taken down. You see 2 people on my radar, so you go and help your teammate, especially because he has caster. It's a huge kill if you can kill a caster. See a kill caster, but I get taken down, but my teammate's right there to recover it. That push from engine was iffy because I pushed out. We luckily got the back spawn, but I pretty much was the anchor holding the spawns, and I pushed out to help my teammate. It's not always bad to push and help your teammate like that, but you usually want to have someone in rotation to hold your spot. Again, you're just going to hold these halls. If you can control White Hall, you're basically controlling 3 entrances to try and get in. You always have that one-person tower, which Will is doing right now. Maniac gets pushed with a scatter by me because he has sniper out while walking around. He just pushes through long haul with no help, didn't check his corners, gets taken down, loses sniper control. Luckily I have my sniper out here and I'm unloading it. It's very greedy of me to try and do that reload there. Instead of just switching to my scatter, I probably could have lived. Went tower 1, maybe even got bunker spawn, but I do get bunker spawn again because they're already pushed out on the side, outside waiting for caster, and he walked snipe right back into me basically. He actually has a scatter as well, so lucky I was able to see that. I should drop one of these for my teammates right now. I end up not doing it, but this is a solo queue game, so sometimes when you're searching solo, you just don't have any communication. So you're not able to communicate with your teammate that, take this weapon. But you generally don't want to have scatter and snipe, because scatters, if I can have scatter, snipe, in bunker, or just snipe in bunker and have someone engine 2 with scatter, he's just so much better in that position. Luckily, I have 3 people here. Luckily, I get a kill out of it, make it a trade. I should have been able to get 2. Playing out a lower sensitivity when someone pushes like that is just unfortunate. It's no excuse. I should have hit that shot. However, he's the slide and just puts off the angle just a tiny bit, and that's enough to kill me and get scatter control. He actually gets taken out by the E2 guy, so fortunately we don't lose the scatter there, but I should have basically lost complete control for my team there by having both weapons and then missing the scatter shot. He pushed too far, basically had 3 people collapse on me, and then our teammate was actually, who spawned out, was actually able to come back and help me there. So that was very fortunate that our teammate actually sprinted back to me. Yeah, we're gonna just control inside. We have no people dead. We don't have to bunker. There's no way they're spawning there until we kill somebody, so you don't have to worry about that. We go 1 down because we're pushing out too far. We see pushing basement, and we have a guy on long hall and White Hall corner. White Hall corner goes down. We're just getting out of position. You're gonna see them fly out. He just really makes a really nice scatter play, and he's able to take down one of the guys who was pushing me. I can take down tower 2 because the SMG is better than the AR. Unfortunately, there's another guy overpass who's taking me out, but they're already 2 down right now. They have no option to push. They're not gonna have control. We're gonna be able to keep this, and Snipe's coming up, so this is super important that we're able to look at Snipe and get this kill. Luckily, he goes to drop down there and ends up dying instead of just walking long haul, because he could have kept Sniper, had control in a close game, and been able to actually possibly push in after getting 1 kill. So he missed the ground pound on me, and they're stuck in outside control while it's 47-42. So all we have to do is make 1 push. They're 1 dead. We have 4 on 3 outside. Another one goes down. There's, like I said, we're just collapsing on them right now, taking them out 1 by 1. And this is the last guy who's stuck outside. We're gonna pick him up with a caster kill. End up dying. That sniper had no use at all. And that's the game.
That's all, folks. Thank you again for joining us for another exciting episode of Swarmio eSports. As always, you can send us feedback or contact us by email here. You can also tweet us at Swarmio Gaming. Don't forget to watch all past episodes at youtube.com/SwarmioTV, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below to see all future episodes and updates. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thank you for stopping by, and have a happy holidays from Swarmio eSports.